Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Hijak Ruston in GTA Online. I've never customized this car before, and when it went on sale this week I was like, man, I need to customize this car. It looks like it's probably going to be a pretty good vehicle. I have been driving it around a little bit and so far I am pretty impressed. So we're going to go inside Los Santos Customs here and see what we can do to this thing, and then of course we're going to do a full sound test on the vehicle as well as a review. So to start things off with the armor, we're going to go all the way up on that, the brakes as well for sure. For the bumpers, we do have front and rear bumper options for this vehicle. I kind of like the look of the Velocious bumper. I kind of think that's cool having the tire exposed. However, I also like the vented race bumper, so I think I'm going to go for that one. I think it's a little cleaner. For the rear bumper on this vehicle, we do have quite a few different options. I kind of like the carbon rear bumper. I like that diffuser. At the same time, the secondary diffuser is kind of cool as well. And the tuner rear bumper is interesting. So is the vented though. I think I'm gonna go the secondary diffuser. I kind of like the look of that. Let's do that. For the engine itself, we're gonna upgrade that all the way. For the exhaust, we have a few different options here as well. I kind of like the look of the dual twin angled exhaust, so let's go for that. For the hood on this vehicle, we have a custom in-step hood, a double vented hood as well, a ram air hood, as well as a drop vented hood. I feel like this is kind of weird because I feel like there isn't an engine right here for some reason. I think the engine's in the rear of this car, so these vents seem just kind of strange to me. I think that we will go for the ram air hood just because it adds a little bit of detail in the scoop, which I think is kind of, kind of makes sense, so we'll do that. Xenon for the lights, we will go for that, and because I want the center of gravity on this car to be even lower, I am going to put the neon kit on it, but otherwise I wouldn't normally do that, but I'm interested to see how good this thing can get, so let's do it. Yellow on black for the plate, of course we're going to go for that. For the respray of the car, I kind of want to go for something like really bright. I'm thinking like a yellow, or maybe an orange actually. You know what about a sunrise orange? Ooh, that's kind of deadly. I kind of like that a lot. For the secondary color, what if we go black? What does the secondary color even do? Oh, it just does like the chassis reinforcement and stuff. I kind of like it in black though, so I think I'm actually just going to keep it black because I think it looks pretty good, so we'll do that. For the roll cage on this vehicle, we can add one on. I kind of had a feeling that we were going to be able to do something similar to this. I do like the look of the half cage. I think that one makes kind of the most sense. Of course, I could go for a street cage or something like that that fully encloses the car. But I think that the half cage kind of looks the best, so we're gonna go for that option. For the skirts on this vehicle, we do have some pretty good ones. Ooh, I kind of like the look of the custom vented skirt. Let's go for that one. I like that a lot. For the splitters on this vehicle, we can add one on if we so choose. I kind of want to go for the carbon pointed splitter. It's just like kind of low-key, it's kind of tame, so we'll go for that one. We can add some more downforce to this vehicle by going for one of these spoiler options. I kind of like the look of the low level spoiler. I kind of like that. I also kind of like the race wing now. I think we're gonna go low level though, just because it's a little closer to the ground, which means the center of gravity is gonna be a little lower, so we'll do that. Race transmission, gotta upgrade that. The turbo as well, of course. For the wheels, I like that this thing came with Cheetah RRs, although they're not like perfect Cheetah RRs, but they are pretty darn close. So that is pretty cool. I do think that those look really good on this car, but instead of those, I think I'm gonna go for the Cheetah Carbon Rs, because there is a lot of carbon on this vehicle, and I think they kind of fit, so we'll go for those. For the color on these, do we have a sunrise orange? We do. Let's put that on. For the tires, we are going to go bulletproof. Tire design, we could add it. I don't really like it though, so we'll leave it off. And that is pretty much it for the customization on the Hijak Ruston. Let's take this thing outside. I'm interested to see how it sounds, as well as get into the review on the car's performance. So let's start off with the sound test like we usually do. Not the craziest sounding car, not the most like special sounding car ever, but I do feel like it's, you know, it's got a pretty decent sound overall. It's definitely not bad. This thing reminds me a lot of the KTM Expo in real life. I think that's probably what it's primarily based off of, but maybe the Slingshot as well. But yeah, definitely reminds me of the Expo a lot. I think that's probably what Rockstar based this vehicle off of. So far, I do really like how it's performing. It reminds me a lot of the Ocelot Locust, which is another car that I customized kind of recently for the first time. And I was very impressed by the handling and the just general performance of that car, as well as the customization. This thing has very similar customization, I would say, and pretty similar performance, except this thing might even be better than the Ocelot Locust, honestly. I am really enjoying driving this vehicle. It's definitely very good in the handling department. Obviously, it is a light, you know, essentially go-kart for the road. So, you know, you'd probably expect it to have pretty decent handling, and obviously, indeed it does. So, that is good. I am happy to report that this thing has, like, I'd say great handling. It's not even good handling, it's great. It's very quick as well. The acceleration is really decent, and coupled with the great handling, you can pretty much go around any corner you want almost as fast as you possibly can with this vehicle. So I do really enjoy that. I do enjoy a vehicle that handles well and also has good acceleration, and this thing obviously does both of those. The top speed, I'm gonna say it's probably a little bit lower because, like I said, it is kind of like a glorified go-kart. But I would say it's probably still going to be, you know, somewhat decent, probably 115 miles per hour, I'd say. Maybe even a little faster, we'll have to see. But I do believe that this thing is, you know, generally pretty good performance-wise. This thing, I mean, it's like, honestly, it's excellent. It does have a slight understeer, I would say, but it's like, it's so good in the corner that it almost doesn't even matter that it understeers. I don't even know if I'd consider it understeer. It's just the car is like just locking out, sort of. It could do with maybe slightly more turning angle, I would say. Like if the steering could just be, you know, ever so slightly more angled, that would probably help this thing in the corners. But overall, I mean, it's still really good. I also think that it's a great looking car. Obviously, I would love to see a version of this vehicle with just an actual roof on it. I think that that would be great, instead of having to put like a roll cage to kind of, you know, almost look like it has a roof, but it's just missing it. I think that a roof on this vehicle would be really cool to see. It would also be cool to have a bigger windscreen even. I think that that would also be pretty awesome. But overall, I would say it's a decent car. Nothing that it's really done has like surprised me or anything. Nothing's like jumped out at me. The handling hasn't, you know, just all of a sudden gotten bad or anything like that. It's just a very good car, coupled with the pretty decent customization and the fact that it's only $215,000 right now while it's on sale, or $430,000 while it's not on sale. This thing is a great car, bang for your buck wise. It's awesome. You will definitely enjoy driving this thing around in free mode. It is in the sports category, so you can also use it in sports class races, although you're probably going to lose, I would say, because I definitely don't think that this thing is one of the top 10 fastest sports cars in the game. But definitely for free mode, it is a fun vehicle to have. It's a nice little track toy, and I don't think that you would be disappointed if you picked this thing up for yourselves. For 215 grand, like I said, you really cannot go wrong. If you're watching this when the Hijak Ruston is at full price, I would still say pick it up at full price, because for 430k, like, you literally can't go wrong with this vehicle. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say about the Hijak Ruston, or the Hijak Ruston. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.